Show great character today.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Great Character podcast with me and two of my mates, Matt Wiley and Nathan Edwards from Staffordshire University, and we're studying sports journalism. We're just here to talk all things sport, anything else as well, just chill and have a good time. And where else to start? Where everybody wants to start, the Premier League title race. What do you guys think of it this season, lads? It's turning into a bit of a mad one.
Well, yeah, it's a lot crazier than normal, isn't it? Like Liverpool losing this week, Man U got a game in hand. It's all a bit crazy, isn't it?
I mean, Liverpool, being a Liverpool fan myself, it's not the most fun at the moment, but somehow we're still in the mix. But I mean, Man United, after getting battered 6-1 at the start of the season, are still in it. So
where's City as well?
City, if they win, if they win their 2 games in hand, City go top. Well, it depends, because if United draw or lose, it depends. I think they go top, though, if they win both their games.
Yeah, if City win both their games, they go above you.
Yeah, they go above us, but then if United win at Burnley, but then we beat United, but City win both theirs, City are top.
It's so crazy, because if Aston Villa win, then both their games in hand, they're 1 point behind Liverpool. It's like there's so many games in hand, it's mental.
Leicester are 1 point behind Liverpool. If Tottenham win their game, they're 1 point behind Liverpool. Liverpool had seemed to start to get a gap when Liverpool beat Spurs, when they beat Palace 7-0. It looked like we still hadn't got our players back, but people would be coming back like Thiago, and there was excitement starting to build, and we had West Brom, Newcastle, Southampton, 3 games easily winnable coming up. And I think at that point I thought Liverpool would start to run away with it, especially because everyone was dropping points. But 2 points from a possible 9 has just meant the league is so compact now.
No one wants to win it, do they?
I don't think so, no. There's still 21 games to go. So I honestly, last season, I guess it's kind of, for a neutral, and even for me, it's very fun to see that it's a title race that could go all the way, 3 or 4 teams at least. I don't think anybody knows who truly is going to win it. I think it'll come down to Liverpool, United, and City, maybe Tottenham.
Leicester?
That's interesting. I can't see. I think Man United will fade away.
They always do it. They're such an inconsistent team.
I don't think they're good enough yet.
I think people are underestimating though, because their attack, they can put out a different attack each week, and they still get the goals. And as long as Bruno Fernandes stays fit, which it looks like he is, I think
someone just needs to 2-foot him. Someone just needs to 2-foot him.
Break his legs.
And that's over for him.
Don't break his legs, please.
No, but I feel like Chelsea, United, and Spurs are all in like that kind of same group. Like, if Chelsea win their next 3 games, they could be like in the title race again. It's crazy.
Chelsea just don't look like they're going to win. But Liverpool are like that at the moment. Both of them look like they have no confidence in front of goal. Like people were saying about Liverpool that we're getting chances, but I think yesterday we had half-hearted chances. Nobody really put their foot through anything. We had 1 shot on target, which was a P roller. So it's like, and Chelsea are the same. They look like they have no confidence in front of goal, especially that's a big problem. I think Giroud.
I don't know what's going on.
Giroud needs to start. United I wouldn't have said City before they smashed Chelsea, but United look like ones with the real confidence and momentum at the moment. And Leicester.
Yeah, but United always do this. They'll win like 10 games in a row, and then they'll lose. They won't win for like 2 months. So I don't know. I feel like top 4 it would be quite interesting as well. But yeah, the relegation battle, Sheffield would have gone, aren't they?
I think Sheffield would have gone. Yeah, and Chris Wilder will probably keep his job till the end of the season as
well. Oh, he'll keep his job to the end of the season and beyond. I mean, he's Sheffield United fan, isn't he? So he has such a link with that club. And assuming, I really hope they don't do anything stupid, because, I mean, they are going to go down, obviously, condemned. But as long as they don't do anything stupid and sack him, I think there's every chance they can come straight back up.
I'm not sure. Well. I think they shouldn't sack him, but I'm not sure they'll come straight back up. I don't think this is their level. Last season was a wonder season, but especially without their fans,
they've been quite unlucky. They have been quite unlucky. Like, they haven't been as bad as 2 points. Like, surely West Brom will be worse than them.
Points, but you're never confident they're going to get a result.
No, yeah, they're shaky.
where can you see them winning a game?
Who have they got next?
Maybe West Brom at home whenever they play them.
They've got Newcastle, so
At home?
yeah. So maybe like
I don't know.
Newcastle aren't great.
You say that, but I don't know. Newcastle.
They'll probably be against Chelsea.
They do
David
normally
Mc-
win against you. Actually,
David
no,
McGoldrick
they
will
normally
score a
draw
hat trick.
against you.
Yeah, they'll probably score a hat trick or something.
They play West Brom at home on the 2nd of February, Tuesday the 2nd of Feb. Has any team ever gone to February before they won a game?
If you don't beat
they've
West
already
Brom
won
at
the long
home,
game. They broke the record this week.
if you don't beat
Broke
West
the
Brom at home, just get down to the Championship.
I think
It's a
maybe
joke.
they just need to rebuild. But they look without who is it? O'Connell at the back, and they're playing Basham in midfield. Sometimes they're changing their strikers every week. They don't have a goal scorer. Fleck, the midfield last year of Norwood, Fleck, and Lundstrom was incredible. I can't remember if there's even been a time this season those three have played together. There probably has been.
They've been quite lucky with injuries, to be fair.
And then they play Sander Berger a lot. I don't see much in him personally. I know a lot of people think he's a class player, but I haven't seen anything.
He's an FM legend.
FM legend. Well, he was. Who did he play for? We played him. Genk, or is it Ghent? One of the two.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh,
and, on, well, you talked about Football Manager.
Yeah,
a game that's similar to Football Manager is FIFA. And Nathan, I just kind of want to know what's going on in your life with FIFA at the moment.
Do we really have to talk about?
Yeah, I think we did.
It was not a good outing yesterday, you know.
For somebody that plays every week, I expected a bit better, but maybe I was just upset over the result.
We need to do forfeit FIFA. I think that'd be funny. Have you ever done that before?
No, I've not.
We should do that when we go back to uni. Forfeit FIFA is funny.
The question is though, Matt, can you beat Nathan now?
Can I beat him? Well, we've only played once, haven't we, Nathan? I think, but
Villa.
For me.
No.
Just to make things clear, me and Nathan played 4 games of FIFA last night. I wasn't in the best of moods, and I scored 39 goals in those 4 games, and Nathan scored 9. One of those games featured Fulham versus Crystal Palace. I was Fulham, and I beat him 14-1.
Crystal Palace is a joke, though. Flipping Sacco is a disgrace.
You got sent off. The thing is, you can't even blame the red card because it was 7-0 when you got the red card.
And it was a striker.
And then you brought Benteke on, and he was an absolute hero.
Yeah, well, can you say here he scored 1 goal in a, what was it, 14
team in my old team. Brilliant.
I thought I got banned from FIFA this morning. I got an email from EA saying, what was it? Your account has been terminated. I was like, for God's sake. But luckily it was some random account I had. I was trading coins on it, so hopefully EA don't watch this.
Trading coins. I've never been one for Ultimate Team. Like, I've played FIFA for a long time, as Matt said earlier. I'm not bad, but I'm not the best. But I've never been that interested in doing Ultimate Team, whereas loads of people do it. It just gets me irritated.
I didn't used to like it, and then like a couple of years ago, they bring out cool cards. I just like the cards. I don't really like playing it. The game's crap, but
the game gets me so vexed, honestly. And Nathan knows a lot about that. The other night when I was having the best of nights, I got a bit angry.
Was that last night or the night before? You were fuming.
Last year, when I was at Swansea Uni, I threw a controller at a wall and dented the wall and lost some of it.
You actually rage quit?
I didn't rage
quit.
Oh,
no.
I just
threw... No, I rage quit.
Oh, when did you rage quit?
Oh, no, I just rage quit if I'm getting absolutely bad, but for some reason I didn't do it yesterday.
Even if I'm 6-0, 6-1 down, I won't rage quit. I just throw controllers at walls.
I think forfeit FIFA would be funny. I used to do it with my friends. We used to like make like drinks and like put random stuff in. One time we had like lemon juice, turmeric, and mayonnaise, and it was grim.
God, it's a bit funny. Like what's that drinking game? Ring of Fire. What like when stuff? Is it like
just do that instead? Yeah.
I've seen instead. He did a YouTube video of stuff like that. Like it's like, but it's oh my God, I forgot the name of it. You know when you're drinking like pong.
Oh, beer pong.
Beer pong, yeah. But with
FIFA,
and every time you score a goal on FIFA, the person has to take a shot, and whatever they get inside like whatever the ball goes into, they have to drink or like mix the end with the whole drink. But they're like horrible things. It can be like hot sauce, garlic.
It's grim.
It's
The
grim.
turmeric ended me. The turmeric and lemon is not a nice combo.
We could do something like that. That would be very funny.
Yeah. I got some card games for Christmas as well. They'd be quite good. I like card games.
We got something called Throw Burrito.
What the hell is that? What is that?
It's like you get these 2 burritos and you play cards and you're just trying to collect as many cards as you can in like threes of the same cards. And then there's 3 other things you've got to collect, which is Burrito Brawl, Burrito Duel, and Burrito War. And if you get 3 Burrito War, one person gets 3 Burrito War, they shout Burrito War, and everybody around them has to try and grab the burrito and threaten the first person to be hit loses a point, basically.
What, do they drink or something?
The person that says Burrito War can't be hit and can't lose any points. Then there's Burrito Duel. If you get 3 of Burrito Duel, you can either pick 2 people to stand back to back, like in the olden days, walk 3 steps away from each other, then on the word burrito, throw it at each other, and first to be hit loses.
Launch burritos at each other.
Pardon?
Just launching burritos at each other.
Yeah, and then Burrito Brawl, which is just 2 of you, the 2 people either side of the person that shouts Burrito Brawl have to throw at each other. But it's a very fun game.
I got these things.
What the heck?
They're pigs in blankets racing things. I don't know why, but they're just so fun. I don't get why they're so fun.
But no, I mean,
yeah, that's what I got for Christmas.
We're in lockdown, so we've got so much time to. Well, I say we have so much time to be playing games, but only with my mum and dad now, so I don't really have many people to do games with. But
it's a bit crap.
That's why we need sports so much in it, because we've got however long this is, but we've got our course, which hopefully is fun enough to drag. Well, yeah, unless anything happens.
We've lost John Simpson, haven't we?
I know. If John Simpson ever watches this, he is a hero.
And he butt-dialed me the other day.
Huh?
He butt-dialed me the other day.
Oh, he did that to me as well.
It was well random.
Matt, were you so lucky to get a bum dial from the famous John Simpson?
Did I get a what from John Simpson?
A bum dial, a butt dial.
Oh, I didn't actually. No, I didn't.
That was so strange.
We're on texting terms now, me and Jono.
Yeah, I texted him the other day.
He's a Matt. If you don't, because Matt, you haven't played pro clubs with us yet, which you really need to.
Oh, did you tell him?
Huh?
Did you tell him about the pro
club?
clubs?
Simo, but we had Lewis Sweeney has made a character Simo, and he's in the middle of the park, and he's an absolute hero. But he doesn't score many, but he knits it together. He is the cult.
Out there.
He's the cult hero of our lectures, I think.
Yeah.
Got Lisa McAllister as well.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even realise until we had that thing with Matt Lawton that they were together, Lisa McAllister.
No, neither.
I never knew that. That really shocked me.
No.
We got Tamsin.
Yeah.
Very good lecturer. I feel like we got good lecturers.
I think so.
Yeah,
I feel like we have lots of fun. Unfortunately,
Ian's the top though.
Unfortunately, we've lost Matthew Wiley's older double, Mark Rinley Sandler.
My namesake, yes.
Yeah, by namesake.
He's the nightclub owner.
No, Kylie Minogue as well. He's Chad at Kylie Minogue. What a life he's had.
Oh yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Danny Minogue.
Remember on the first day he said he did. You know, we did like that 2 truths, 1 lie.
Oh yeah.
He goes, and then one of them was I didn't. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
On YouTube.
I didn't realise it was.
Oh, you didn't know who that was? Oh yeah.
Was it Danny or Kylie?
I think it was Danny.
Yeah, and he said he didn't know who she was, and they were just chatting. I can't remember, but there's a recording of it, so you never know. We can find it somewhere.
Oh, player.
Yeah, go find it. Yeah.
I mean, he's done well. And if we do get to do that BT Sport thing, he spoke about that class.
Yeah, that would be very good. Yeah.
Looking at the situation, I feel like that's highly unlikely.
It's well going about the racial stuff as well. That's well annoying.
What do you think you'll watch the most, other than football, during lockdown?
Sports wise or anything?
Just either anything or sports. I don't know.
Well, the ATP Tennis Cup is coming up, which I look forward to. That looks quite cool.
And Matt, you said NFL playoffs are soon. When did you say
I think so. Yeah, the regular season of the NFL just finished, so we're down to the 14 teams out of 32 that have qualified for the playoffs. Yeah.
Who are you rooting for?
Well, I was rooting for the Minnesota Vikings and my team, but our season didn't go too well.
Wait, are they in the playoffs now?
You think?
The Minnesota Vikings in the playoffs?
No, they're out. Seven wins, 9 losses. So
just as bad as the Patriots.
We're left at home. But just as long as the Green Bay Packers don't win it, that's the only thing I can ask for.
You literally remind me now of. Have you ever watched How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, Marshall. Yeah.
Minnesota. What do they say? Minnesota. They're a bit like Canadians.
Well, yeah, that's I know. Well, yeah,
It's very close, isn't it?
Boys can do ballet, girls can play football. Hell yeah!
Why do you support them? Why do you support them?
Minnesota Vikings because of Yorkshire Vikings. So I'm a much bigger cricket fan than I am of NFL. And having never been to America, it's really difficult because people pick their NFL team based on the favourite city or the first city or the first NFL game they went to. But I needed a team and I've never been to any of those. So I thought, right, well, I'll have a look at the names. I already support Yorkshire Vikings cricket team, so yeah, they'll do. I got into it about 3 years ago when they'd reached the NFC Championship game, which is the semi-final, the game before the Super Bowl. Yeah. Unfortunately, they lost that. Anybody a little bit more familiar with the NFL would know that of the season of the Minneapolis Miracle, which is when, with about 3 or 4 seconds remaining, I think down 3 or 4 points. Stephon Diggs, the wide receiver of the Vikings, now of the Buffalo Bills, caught a pass and ran it into the touchdown, in for a touchdown as the game clock expired.
Oh, I did see that clip actually.
Minneapolis Miracle.
I did see that clip on YouTube.
I've never seen it. The one they always, is it 97? Something about 1997. They're in How I Met Your Mother.
Well, How I Met Your Mother, the 1999 NFC Championship.
1999,
yeah.
They always do that, yeah. I was wondering, I can't remember what that's about. So who are your favourites? Not Kaiser Chiefs. I did it again.
Oh, for God's sake.
I've got to pick Kansas City, haven't I? Because they're obviously going to win it. Yeah.
Do you think they're definitely... Is it as black and white as how normally we can predict a Premier League winner and most of the time it'll happen? Is it as black and white as that? Is it easy to predict?
It's a cup, isn't it, kind of? So it's like a one-off game.
One of the things that the NFL prides itself on is how competitive it is and the idea that anyone can beat anyone, even more so than the Premier League. But I think Kansas City are definitely the favourites. They're defending champions. They've got the best quarterback in the league. But that's the thing. It's not a given. It's not black and white. So it could be really interesting. And even if, Kansas City and Green Bay Packers are the only two that won't be playing in the first round of the playoffs. They got a bye because of their regular season performance. But even if they were to win it, they've still got to win 3 playoff games. And we're talking it's the 14 best teams in the league, so it's not a given.
Well,
you have a team, Harry.
Do you want to know an interesting fact about Patrick Mahomes?
Go for it.
His brother is a TikTok star.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I didn't know that.
He's made his whole living off of his brother, his name, and now just does a load of TikToks and in front of money, in front of private jets and stuff. And it's
can't blame him, can you? You can't blame him.
But it's like the cringiest thing I've ever watched in my life. But I find TikTok cringy. But Instagram has those reels. And people put TikToks on them. I can't stop watching those. I literally one night could go like to 2 hours of just scroll. It's so ridiculous.
The thing is, there's nothing good on there besides like the one video, and that'll just make me scroll for an extra half an hour or whatever.
Yeah, you find your one video, and then you're like, oh my God, it's incredible. And you either tag your mate, but they've taken this thing off. You used to be able to DM the reel to whoever you wanted, but I can't seem to do that anymore. So I have to tag them. So it means a lot more people can see who I'm tagging in these funny posts. It's so awkward. So imagine somebody comes across and it's just like, some of them are awful. Some of them are so bad.
Mine's well weird. Mine's got like weird fashion ones in, and I have no clue why. Like girls' fashion, like how to create a dress, and like what's going on there.
The one that keeps coming up for me is these football's conspiracies, and this is this dude like dancing in front of it, and then it's got this song that goes, you make me feel, that one.
Oh yeah, I do know that one. Oh, I do know that one.
And he's like dancing, and then it's like football conspiracies. One of them was like Paulo Dybala went from 21 to 26 in one season. But I get that. I didn't realise he was 26. He always seems so young, but he's been at Juve for like 4 years.
It's like almost like Burnley never play away from home or something. And I've never seen Burnley play away from home, I swear. Always at Turf Moor.
Nah, the Leeds game. To be fair, we'll have to ask Ben Leah. Shout out to World Class Waffle. Is that what's yeah, we'll have to ask him. Does he ever see Burnley play away from home?
Exactly, yeah. But
TikTok,
Turf Moor's not a great stadium.
I vowed never to download it. There's so many irritating people on it. Honestly, they get under my skin.
I re-downloaded it the other day because I need to get through lockdown somehow. So
TikTok,
there I go.
TikTok became massive in lockdown though, because like I swear it was known for little kids use before, but now everybody seems to be using. I see it everywhere. I see adverts all the time about TikTok with all these big stars on. I'm like, what is going on? It's
just Elba's on it, which is so weird.
Yeah, I remember TikTok being slagged off 2 or 3 years ago by Cody Ko. Everyone was like ridiculing it, and now everyone uses it. It's like this massive. Because I miss Vine a lot, and it's tried to like take over Vine, but it's like Vine and Dub. Do you remember Dub Smash?
No, I don't know. I don't think I was old enough for that.
It's like Dub Smash, and it's this recording of these famous clips or songs, and you like can film yourself talking alongside it. So TikTok's like a mix of Vine and Dub Smash together.
The question is, what is your favourite Vine?
Look at all those chickens.
Yeah, I was going to say that one, or the crack egg guy.
Look at all those chickens.
Where he gets like, he heads a basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron James. You ever seen that one?
21. That was a good one as well.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
Well, I was talking about irritating people earlier, so I have a question for both of you. Who is the most irritating sports person in the world right now, or of past?
I'll let Matt go first because I have no clue. Do I have one? He doesn't irritate me, but he irritates a lot of people. Like Neil Maupay. Like everyone hates him.
I love it.
Everyone hates him. He is so funny. Like he rattles so many Arsenal fans.
I don't think he's most irritating.
Just watching him though.
I like Lewis Hamilton, but people get irritated by the fact he always complains while he's racing. And then it goes, Lewis Hamilton wins.
The problem is for me, Lewis Hamilton. People. I've never really liked him because of the tax arrangements, because the fact he lives in Monaco. But I think lately he's had a bit of a diving popularity, but it's for completely the wrong reason.
Yeah, I agree.
Black Lives Matter thing, and for some, and they should like him because of that. That is a thing.
I think
but now they don't like him for the wrong reason.
People have said this year for winning sports personality and say he didn't deserve it, and they don't like him anymore. But this is his best year and most influential year ever. He deserved to win that. And I love Jordan Henderson. Great person.
Oh God, no, he should even nowhere near he should have won that.
And Marcus Rashford, if he had sporting achievements, would have won it. And the only problem was he didn't achieve anything sporting wise. But like Lewis Hamilton this season with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, I remember at the start of the year, do you remember we had to write who do we think would win sports personality of the year? And we couldn't do Marcus Rashford. We had to write a little 150.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did Thomas Müller.
Thomas Müller?
Yeah, he is so good.
I did Lewis Hamilton then, because I just thought, because there was a thing like Kimi Räikkönen said something like, he's not the old-fashioned F1 driver. He's not a rock star. He's like kind of like a Ponce type thing because of his fashion, his veganism, and his like that style. And yeah, he didn't like it. But I think that is the way forward in F1. Like we're past the phase of rock star drugs.
Is it called EF1 now? Isn't that a thing now?
Yeah.
EF1,
the electric one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh really?
I don't know what that's like.
But then I get why people get annoyed at him because they go, so why are you all about the environment when you have private jets that you don't even? I get that. Anybody else that irritates you?
No, the only thing I hate about Lewis Hamilton is he comes from Stevenage where I live and he called him the slums, which is pretty harsh, I think. Not that bad.
Oh, they're not slums.
No, it's not. It's borderline, but it's not that bad.
You don't live in Stevenage now, though, do you?
No, I never lived in my nan lives there, but I live like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away.
Just don't reveal. You never know who might end up.
Dox myself.
No, I'm trying to think. I find Sam Allardyce irritating, but that's just because I'm in Liverpool.
Oh, I love Big Sam. Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer, actually.
Can I nominate the entirety of Everton Football Club?
No,
people.
I don't know.
Solskjaer's quite annoying.
It's not a sports person. It's not an individual of any kind. The most irritating thing about sport is the Twitter in the nose. My Lord, they annoy me.
They're so reactionary.
Like I had my feelings on Liverpool Southampton yesterday. Don't get me wrong, but the uproar on Twitter was an absolute joke. # Klopp out was trending. Twitter is the most toxic. It's the best place to be. I love Twitter.
What has he done in his tenure at Liverpool to deserve a job?
But they're so reactionary, and I love Twitter, and I love being on it. And it's one of the funniest places ever. But it's not just Liverpool fans. Chelsea fans. Yesterday it was trending. Reece James is clear. Don't get me wrong. Reece James is a great player, and Trent is having an awful season. But why do they feel the need to go on about it? It's not like Chelsea have been great. I don't know. And they just get. They get.
In the heat at the moment, I see why people do it, but like, I don't even think Frank Lampard should go. Like, I can see why he goes, but I don't think he should go. But Klopp, I don't know why Klopp is even that's being discussed.
Conversation. Imagine you go. You know those people that go on to Talk Sport or Radio 1 or whatever, or 5 Live even, and go, after a football game, Klopp is absolutely rubbish, and then they're just going on, and it's like, why is he at this football club? We need Steven Gerrard or something like that. And you're just like, get off, man. Why are you on this line? They should just end it.
A couple of weeks back, someone said Klopp should go for Marcelo Bielsa, which would, like he's good, but like Klopp is clear. Like he is second best manager in the world right now.
Are you saying
the highlight of 6 or 6? The best moment of 6 or 6 ever is when I think it was Man United fan, wasn't it? Saying, I think it was when Jose Mourinho was at Man United, and the Man United fan rang in to say he wanted him sacking, and Robbie Savage said, "Oh, okay, who would you replace him with?" And the bloke went, "Get someone like Tony Pulis in," and Robbie Savage just goes, "Tony Pulis."
I've never heard of that.
I've never seen that. I like when they do the prank calls on TalkSport. They're quite funny. Like, what's his name? Jason and the guy with the long hair. I can't remember his name. When they do prank calls, they're quite funny.
Oh, we've just had a thing. This is our first ever podcast, and we're having to do it on Zoom because unfortunately, coronavirus means we can't go to a studio or do it with each other or do it properly. So we're giving it a first go on Zoom and seeing how it goes. And I've just had a notification that says they've removed the time limit from 40 minutes, so we've got as long as we want.
That's very kind of it.
But
hopefully, really is God's plan from Zoom.
Hopefully we don't bore everyone for too long.
How are we even doing this?
I don't think it's that long. But anyway, yeah, Twitter in the nose. I really want to respond to them one day, but then I was thinking, I've got.
You did get into an argument with someone, didn't you? I saw you said you got into an argument with someone on Twitter.
Don't think so. I think I had a little debate with Lewis Bickley. If you ever watched this, Lewis, I remember it was about the Benjamin Pavard cross, but I just decided to not carry on the conversation. But, I don't. They're just so irritating. I want to respond, but I calm myself down. I don't get angry all the time. I'm making it sound like I'm a really angry bloke. I'm really not. But no, it's just they get under my skin. But I was thinking, do I make, if we ever do become, hopefully, professional journalists, and Twitter is a big place, you got your Jonathan Norcroft, your Henry Winters, all about journalism. Do we have to make new accounts and delete our old ones? Because I've got so much stuff online. If none of it's racist or anything like that, because that's not me. I don't mean it in a bad sense. I just mean I just have so much rubbish.
It's not very professional.
The question is, you can't really see in this light, but I want to, if anybody watches this video on YouTube, I want you to comment, who is more ginger, me or Nathan?
Does that work? No, that doesn't really work.
If you saw Nathan in person, he is more ginger. I promise you.
I don't know. In the winter, I go brownish. That's my...
This is a trying to dye my hair blonde gone wrong in the first lockdown, and here I am, however many months later, still with half ginger hair.
Is it going to make a return, the dyed blonde hair in lockdown?
Well, I mean, if I was as bored as I was last time, then yeah. But the thing is, I dyed it back brown, but the sunlight during the whole summer turned it back orange, because my hair naturally has like an auburn...
What happens if you cut it all off? What hair colour will it go back to?
This.
Okay. Oh,
it's dark brown, but it has like an auburn tinge in it, so that's why it got set off when I tried to dye it blonde.
I don't know what I did last. What did you do last lockdown to like entertain yourself? I'm trying to think, because
I used to film myself in the garden taking free kicks.
Oh jeez. Did you upload them anywhere?
No, but I got an absolute banger, top bins. If I ever learn to edit, we'll put it into this edit. I'll send you the video. Curled it right.
I think you showed me actually.
Huh?
I think you showed me actually.
Yeah, and I started celebrating like an absolute like a kid. That was in my prime ginger moment as well. And then I bought a full, like nearly full-size goal after I did that, because you can see how broken the goal is in that video.
Around the wall.
Oh! And then I just didn't play. After that, I don't know what we started doing. I can't even remember that period. I was working at Asda, I think, and stuff. And then at the start of July, I could see Mayor again and do things with my friends. So that's when I started doing that a lot more. And I didn't get the chance to use the goal. I think I bought the goal in May, end of April, May.
I do want to join an 11-a-side team. It's like I do miss it quite a bit. Like your 5-a-side's fun, but 11-a-side is just, I feel like it's better. I don't know why I enjoy it actually more.
Matt, do you enjoy the 5-a-side? Because obviously we're 3 are in.
Yeah, I liked it. I like that 5-a-side. I mean, we didn't cover ourselves in glory, did we? But I enjoyed that.
You bagged a couple, to be fair.
You got a couple of goals.
You scored a couple. How many did you score in the end?
I scored 3, I think, didn't I, across 2 games?
I scored...
You scored a beauty in the first game.
I scored a cracker, but I scored a few. But my favourite moment was when Nathan wasn't there, you weren't there, Will wasn't there. It was just me, Suyash, Lewis Bickley plays,
Oscar
and Matt, wasn't it? It's just us 5. And I went in goal, but me and Oscar had just done a whole day of drinking. We'd had a brunch in the morning, a bottomless brunch where you had to drink as many pints as you can.
Is that when you went to Birmingham?
Yeah, and then we went to the pub afterwards and got drunk. We probably shouldn't have played, but we came back about 9-10 pints down and played, and I was in goal. And then I was like, Matt, I said to you, Matt, I just can't do this. I have to go in defence. And I actually played a blinder when I came to the field.
You did all right, actually. Yeah, you did.
But we were strong, honestly. We lost.
It was bad.
Huh?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I was just saying our club was bad.
We were 5-1 down when I was in goal, and when I came out and Matt went in goal, 6-1. So Matt only conceded 1.
There we go. Maybe long-term air in the goal.
Yeah. At least he uses his hands, Nathan.
Yeah, no, I'm shocking. First game I was sick in goal. Oh no, first half of the game I was sick in goal, and then it really just dropped off.
We've lost Will now because obviously he's dropped out of uni. So we need a replacement, but we won't be playing for months anyway, and I don't even know if we'll get back underway. But next year we'll have a new team, so we have to think about.
Oh yeah, Oscar's not there next year either, is he?
But then Ben Robbins and Jake Peart all play for, who is it? Oh, Dalton Athletic. We don't really
They get
battered every week, so do we really want them in our team?
We do want a derby, though. We do want to play them.
We've
Yeah, we
got
want
some
to play it.
podcast rivalry going here, haven't we?
That'll be a close
El
game.
Clasico, eat your heart out.
But another thing we haven't spoke about is now it's just, what is it, the 5th of January? So it's the new year. We thought it'd be prosperous, but after 4 days we were stuck in it. So what are your sports predictions for the year? It doesn't have to be just football. Just think of not just headlines, but every sport. Try and think of many sports as you can, what you predict is going to happen.
All right, who do you think will be the first manager out of the big 6 clubs to get sacked?
Frank Lampard.
Frank
You think?
Lampard.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know who will replace him, though. I think maybe Tuchel, but I don't know.
Allegri?
That's it. Allegri, I'd take that. Yeah, definitely. That'd be sick, but...
I think, what about you, Matt? What are your predictions for anything? Just think of one.
For anything. See, you said don't specifically focus on football, but I want to have a go at the Euros. I want to say who's going to win the Euros.
All right, yeah.
I would normally say Belgium, but I'm pretty sure I say that for every tournament, and they've come up short. So, Euros, France won't do it again. But they didn't. They won the World Cup, didn't they? But I don't think they'll win the Euros. Spain looked good. Spain looked good recently. Germany are way off it.
Wait, did they lose? Wait, what was it? Did they lose 6-0 or did Spain lose 6-0 to Germany?
Spain beat was it Germany 6-0? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Germany. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. So yeah.
Yeah, so my prediction is Spain will win it. England will reach the semis. It'll be a Spain-France final, and Portugal will win the third place playoff, I think.
I was gonna say a Portugal France final again, but France would win it.
Really?
And then England win the third place playoff. Harry Kane top goal scorer.
It's not linked to predictions, but I have got a question. I've just thought of it. We were talking about France, Kylian Mbappe, major star at the moment. I was having a conversation with my friend yesterday. Is Kylian Mbappe overrated?
No.
No. What? Did you say he was overrated?
No, my friend did, but I see why. I've watched him in the Champions League quite a bit. But where do you guys get your why do you guys think he's so great? I'm just asking. I'm being devil's advocate. What have you seen of him? How much do you watch of PSG?
The first time I watched him was the World Cup, and he was sick, and he was like only 19 or something like that. I can't remember, but he was sick. He was like above any other player. So that's basically where I got it from.
But what about recently?
He always scores in the Champions League.
He doesn't.
The last time.
So I'm in the Champions
Atalanta.
League United.
Every time
in Atalanta,
he struggles. I know that he scored a couple of seasons ago.
It's because he got Luke Shaw at the back.
I don't know. I don't know. It's because we were talking about how can Pochettino take PSG to the Champions League title?
Yeah, I think they could.
Can he get Messi in next season? And all these.
Where do you think? Do you think Messi will stay? At Barca?
No chance.
I think if Pep stays, he's going Man City.
No, I think that boat sailed.
You think?
Yeah, he didn't really mention it much in his interview, but he did. Or maybe he'll stay at Barca for one more season after this, and then go to Inter Miami.
Do you think he's dropped off though, Messi, or is he just playing a crap team?
I don't know if he really wants to play for Barcelona.
No.
They just don't seem to be it. But my sporting prediction of 2021 is actually Olympics. Predictions for the Olympics.
Right. Who gets the most medals?
What will be the most watched sport at the Olympics?
What do I like the most? I like the 100 meters, but now Usain Bolt's gone a couple of years back. I'm not that interested in it anymore. Like 100 meters.
Justin Gatlin won recently in the last few years.
Oh, really?
I can't remember.
I'm trying to think. I do like the gymnastics.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm obviously from a swimming background, as everyone on my course reminds me
Really?
about.
I didn't know
that. I'll be watching that a lot, but I'm a bit worried now if it will even go ahead, because I know we've got everything going on, but will it go ahead because it's people from all over the world? And then if will fans be allowed in? Because then it's fans all over the world. Will it be the first time an Olympics has no fans?
They also found the new variant in Japan, which is brilliant as well.
Did
Have
they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and I think they did. Yeah, I'm probably wrong and just mugged myself off, but
Oh
I think they did.
no. Oh,
You're not helping it, Nathan. This is meant to be a good news thing.
yeah. I mean, we can talk depressing if you really want to. I'm quite good at doing that.
Oh well.
I get it from my mate. Shout out Will Fielding. Loves listening to depressing music, and he's starting to get me into it. Unfortunately,
Mac Miller. Has he got you onto Mac Miller? I know he liked Mac
he
Miller.
loves Mac Miller. He loves it. He loves
Good
it.
news. I like that song.
I'm going to turn the light on in my room.
But yeah,
Not that many people will be watching this. You never know. 5 years time, once the Great Character podcast has really taken.
this could be the beginning of us. This could be the start of something great.
Yeah, this could be the start of something great. And we got to find a picture of Brendan Rodgers first that's not copyrighted, or we just have a picture of Nathan in the middle.
I am a great character, to be fair. Get Will Fielding. He's a character. Get him as our poster boy.
He could take a picture of us at some point whenever we can, because he's got a brand new spanking new camera. Not that anybody really knows Will Fielding.
We need to go to Blackpool.
We love him dearly.
When we
Tangerine.
can go back. Yeah.
The colour.
Oscar really wanted to go to Blackpool. I remember him saying that when Will put a picture of Blackpool in the group chat. He wanted to go to Blackpool.
I've been tracking their progress, the football club, and they're not doing great, unfortunately. Blackpool.
Oh.
And they're not
Did
doing
Did he give you that shirt you wear? The Blackpool shirt?
So he wore that playing at Bloomfield Road.
Oh, really?
And he gave me that as a farewell gift. And it just about fits, which is weird because that was when he was 14 or 15. So I don't know if it'll fit now with how many pies I've had over Christmas, but yeah.
Mince pies? Are you a fan of mince pies?
Pardon?
Are you a fan of mince pies then?
No, it's just a saying. I've mainly chocolate. I haven't had a mince pie this year because I never really eat them. But the amount of beer and chocolate I've been consuming, jeez.
The Christmas Day I ate a bit, but after that I didn't really eat that much.
I've been tanking them down. The question,
Stuffing.
Nathan, what's that shirt in your room there?
That's my brother's shirt. When I went out to uni, he flipping stole my room, and I've taken it back. It's a Miami Dolphins, which I don't know why, but yeah, it's not even signed or anything. It's literally just a plain shirt.
Have they made the playoffs, Matt?
They didn't. No, they just missed out. Yeah, I think they needed to win their final game to get through, and instead they conceded 56 points and lost.
Jesus.
56.
Matt's like our NFL correspondent, just in the
Yeah.
corner of the screen.
We go over live to Matt Wiley in the top left-hand corner to talk about NFL.
Jacksonville Jaguars didn't do very well, did they? They only got one win.
That reminds me. Oh, who is it that loves The Good Place. Have you ever watched The Good Place?
Seen very few little bits of it, yeah.
And what's his name? It's one of the characters loves the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he loves Blake Bortles. If anybody watching this knows the character name, I'll search it after that. Just put it in the comments, because honestly, I've completely forgot. I've blanked. I might search it now, actually. Who?
Yeah, the only reason I follow Jacksonville Jaguars is because I went to a game in England at Wembley. That was pretty sick.
You went to a game as well, didn't you, Matt? Jason Mendoza, yeah, I just found it.
I've heard of it.
He said he wants to be like Blake Bortles. He loves the Jacksonville Jaguars, honestly. So,
yeah, you don't want to be like Blake Bortles.
One thing we haven't touched on yet that I have a big, strong opinion on is the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight.
I'll let you start then. I feel like you need to get something off your chest. You seem very...
I'm not the biggest
passionate.
boxing fan. I'm a big MMA fan, but I'm not the biggest boxing fan. But it's an absolute farce. It's an absolute.
It's gonna be a rubbish.
Number one, you got to think about weight categories. Floyd Mayweather is tiny, and Logan Paul is what 199, 200 pounds. He's absolutely huge, and I think Floyd Mayweather is incredible. This is going to be an unpopular opinion. Logan Paul probably, if he connects with a punch, he could. It just depends whether he can even connect with a punch, because Floyd Mayweather's that good.
Yeah, that's the only thing he has going for him. But after that,
if Logan Paul
he lost to KSI.
he could seriously hurt him. But it is a joke that this is even being talked about. This is even a fight. It's an embarrassment for the sport of boxing. Logan Paul is 0-1 in professional boxing to a YouTube.
He lost to KSI.
Exactly. So why is he in the fighting something that's 50-0? Or is it 51-0, counting that Japanese fight he had?
Yeah.
But
Honestly, I don't even understand why this is even a thing. It's really frustrating.
I think it's the next
It's just
bit.
why-
Floyd Mayweather was doing it to fill his pocket.
And then,
So
and then you've got Jake Paul calling out Conor McGregor, like sitting in his.
I do want that to happen. So Conor McGregor absolutely snaps him
The
silly.
only reason I'd want them to fight is so Conor McGregor can literally batter him. These YouTube personalities.
Conor McGregor.
I love YouTube, and I think influencers are great. I love watching them, but some of them, like Jake Paul, are the most. There we go. Most irritating sports person. Because technically he's a boxer now. Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's so irritating.
I don't actually mind Logan Paul now. Like I used to watch his vlogs and they were quite interesting, but like Jake Paul's an idiot. I hate him so much.
Yeah,
I
Logan
think
Paul.
like what you were saying, Harry, it is a farce, and boxing, it can really. I mean, if you look at it in quite a serious way, it can be a way. I mean, Anthony Joshua spent time in prison. Tyson Fury's had his mental health issues. It can be a real escape. And for young men coming through wanting to be a boxer, and then they see Logan Paul fighting Floyd Mayweather, it is a farce, and it spits in the face of what it should be as a sport, of what it should represent, and it's just it really must be a punch in the guts.
Oi, oi.
It's got to be disappointing.
Matt's coming out with the jokes. You can tell he's a proper sports writer there.
He's had that lined up ever since we spoke about it.
Oh, yeah.
He's thinking about it for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But, no, you're completely
Drop it in
right.
there.
And I don't mind YouTubers fighting each other. I thought the Jake Paul, Nate Robinson one was a bit weird, personally. But YouTubers
knockout, though.
fighting each other, it's entertainment, fair enough. The KSI Logan, I was all for it. Great fight, both similar standards, going to be some fun. But then it's just gone so weird now. Like, the only one I think is sort of interesting is KSI Jake Paul. Other than that, why are they even being in the discussion of these fighters? Like Conor McGregor has worked from the age of
He used to be a boxer as well.
He was a builder. He had no money. He was fighting because he was so talented, but he wasn't getting anywhere with it at that time. And he got a break. He got into these organizations and he made an unbelievable career. And now he's got millions, but that's because of how good he is at the sport, and he's been training all his life pretty much. And then you got Jake Paul, who's made money from doing these little sketches on Vine and YouTube, having 2 fights, and now saying I'm good enough to fight Conor McGregor. It's just like, it's stupid. Same with Floyd Mayweather, 50-0, fighting somebody that's.
I don't know why he's doing that. Like, there is a small, minute chance that he could get knocked out, and his legacy is just over.
Conor McGregor won't do it because what's the point? He's proven himself. He was double UFC champion at the same time, the first to ever do it. What is the point of fighting this bum that's sitting in a Lamborghini smoking a cigar saying your wife's a 4? Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, it honestly doesn't matter. That video really annoyed me though.
I didn't see it. Well, I just know about it though. I didn't see it.
In a supercar, wasn't he? Having a go at Conor McGregor's wife.
He was going, he had this big check going, saying it's the biggest check he'll ever get, blah, 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 all this money, how he's got all these followers, and how his wife's a 4, and rub it with an Irish flag around him in a sports car smoking a cigar.
Oh, he did have an Irish flag, didn't he? Yeah.
It's all publicity, though, because I think he knows he's getting under people's skin. I think he knows that he's not really it. Surely he does. Surely he can't truly believe he can beat Conor McGregor. But he's got the pulling power, he thinks he's got the pulling power, and he's got us talking about it, and we're not even big sports stuff, like whatever they're called, sports pundits or anything, but even those people are talking about it. So he's got people all around the world talking about this fight, so he's doing something right.
The Pauls are very good at selling themselves.
That's it though, isn't it? It's about the event, the actual fight is a secondary thing. It's about talking about it, getting the money, broadcasting it, and people watch it and they go, "Oh yeah, that was the fight." But really, all the real stuff is done pre-fight. It's this promotion, it's this posting photos of himself in an Irish flag. It's all that it's all about.
Because and he's done. But I just want to see one person knock him out.
He was quite good in the Nate Robinson fight. Like, obviously it's Nate Robinson. He's not great.
Yeah, but Nate Robinson apparently didn't even spar going into that fight.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Never fought before, and his first fight is without head guards. Like what? It's just stupid. Like what? Why is it even going?
And the ref definitely just wanted to see a knockout, because he got knocked down a couple of times before that. I swear. And
don't get me wrong, Jake Paul. I don't know much about boxing, but Jake Paul looks like he's got an okay technique. He's an okay boxer, but that's because he's going against YouTube stars, people that don't box. Once he's against a proper boxer, you will know.
I do want to see the Joshua Fury fight though.
Who will win? What's the prediction?
Fury. Fury said he'd knock him out in 2 rounds.
I don't think that's true, but Fury would win.
Fury's the best out of Deontay Wilder, Joshua,
I think Anthony Joshua's great, but I've still got that. I don't know, something about him that Fury's gone through everything. And he might, however big he is, the speed of that man is just is beautiful. And I think I didn't used to like Tyson Fury because he's had said a lot of homophobic things in the past. I think he said racist things. So I didn't like the geezer at all because I'm completely against those things. But he's changed his image quite well, I think, since everything that happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of what he said at the Sports Personality. Nobody vote for me. He didn't turn up. Nothing like that. I wasn't a big fan of that. I think he should have respected the competition. But everything else he's done, I'd say, in the last year, I'm a fan of. Or the last 2 years.
I think the best thing was when he got knocked down by Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder was celebrating, and then he turns around and Tyson Fury standing up. He's like, what the hell's going on here? I do like Deontay Wilder, to be fair. He's a fun box to watch, I mean.
Yeah, I think Deontay Wilder, though, is just one punch knockout. He can knock out anybody else.
He has no defence, a bit like Liverpool.
Shut up. Are you a Chelsea fan? What are you talking about?
But we have no attack either.
Yeah, neither do we right now. And if people watch this, just let us know what you think we could do better, what other things you'd like to see us talk about, because this is just 3 lads talking on a Zoom call right now. It will get better. But I feel like...
Hopefully.
Hopefully it gets better, and hopefully we're doing it in proper studios at some point. But I feel like we've done okay for our first try, and I'm happy to let this go out to the public. And just comment, or if anybody who sees this, I'll plug our Instagrams. Just send us a DM, or I'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just let us know what we could do better, what you want us to talk about. And we'll do it once a week. We'll talk about loads of different things. As you can tell, I can go on for hours because I am that type of person. And everybody in my sports journalism class can back me on that. I think we should wrap up there, lads.
All right.
We'll come back next week. And thank you for everybody for watching or listening.
If there's anyone.
If there is anyone, yeah. The Great Character Podcast, named after the Lord himself, Brendan Rodgers. So thank you. Goodbye.